Did you know that after age 60, your body loses up to 8% of muscle mass per decade, especially in the legs? It's one of the main reasons seniors get tired walking short distances. Weak legs don't just limit how far you walk, they increase your risk of falls, injuries, and even losing independence. Maybe you've felt it yourself. You head out for a simple walk, but a few minutes in your legs start dragging. You feel winded. You need to stop and rest. The same distance that once felt easy now feels like a marathon. But what if there was something small, powerful and natural, and a superfood that could help reverse this fatigue? Something many seniors completely overlook. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this superfood is, how it restores strength and energy in your legs, and how to start feeling better within days. If you're tired of feeling tired, if walking has become more effort than joy, then this video is for you. Tap the like button to let YouTube know this topic matters. Hit subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss a gentle, science-backed tip for stronger aging. And in the comments below, tell us, have you noticed more fatigue in your legs lately? Type yes if you have, or still going strong if you haven't. Let's take a quiet moment and talk about something deeply familiar, yet increasingly frustrating for many seniors: the simple act of walking. It used to be so easy. A walk to the garden, a quick trip to the store, getting the mail, strolling beside your spouse after dinner. You barely thought about it. Your legs moved without hesitation, your breath kept up and your body felt steady. But lately, something's changed. You start walking and just a few minutes in, your legs feel like sandbags. Heavy, slow, tired. It's not pain exactly, as just this creeping fatigue, like your strength is leaking out quietly. You find yourself needing to rest more often, leaning against walls, looking for chairs. And maybe without even realizing it, you've started doing less because it just feels like too much. And if you've ever told yourself, well, this is just part of aging, you're not alone. But here's the truth. That's not entirely accurate. Yes, aging plays a role. But walking fatigue, especially that deep, dragging feeling in your legs, is not inevitable. It's a sign. A gentle, persistent signal from your body that something inside is out of balance. The problem often begins with something called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. After the age of 60, you naturally lose 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. And where does that loss show up first? Your legs. Because your legs carry the heaviest burden, literally. Your quads, hamstrings, and calves are your mobility engines. When those engines aren't being properly fueled, they begin to shrink. Not overnight, not in a way you'll always notice right away. But day by day, you begin to feel slower, less steady, and walking becomes work. But here's where things get more concerning. This muscle loss is often made worse by what's missing on your plate. As we age, our bodies absorb fewer nutrients. Our digestion slows, our appetite changes, and sadly, many seniors begin eating less, and eating less of the right things. Meals get smaller, protein intake drops, hydration suffers, and key nutrients needed for energy, circulation, and muscle repair slowly disappear from the diet. The result: your muscles are like a car with no fuel. You're pressing the gas pedal, but the power isn't there. You want to walk farther, your legs can't keep up. What makes this worse is that most people don't see it coming. It doesn't start with a fall or a hospital visit. It starts with tiny changes. You sit a little longer, walk a little less, avoid stairs. Use the cart at the store not just for groceries, but for balance. And slowly, your world shrinks. But here's the good news. This doesn't have to be the end of your mobility story. There is hope. Because your body, even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, is always trying to heal. Always looking for the right building blocks to recover strength and restore energy. And it turns out, there's one superfood that gives your legs exactly what they need to fight fatigue. Improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and rebuild stamina, all from the inside out. This isn't a gimmick. It's not a trendy supplement. It's a natural food that has supported muscle function and endurance for centuries, but one that many seniors have forgotten about, or never knew they needed. We'll reveal that superfood in just a moment. But first, I want to make sure you understand how to recognize the warning signs early. Because if your body is already giving you clues, even subtle ones, it's important not to ignore them. Most seniors who regain their leg strength later say, "I wish I'd listened sooner." So now let's explore the early symptoms and silent warning signs that tell you your legs need help, and that this missing superfood might just be what turns things around. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs wobble, just for a second? Maybe you brushed it off. Maybe you thought, "Oh, I just got up too fast." But then it happened again, and again. That subtle shake. The moment of unsteadiness, it might seem small, but for many seniors, it's one of the first whispers from the body that something's off. When your legs begin to weaken from nutrient loss, inflammation, or slow muscle repair, your body doesn't always scream. It whispers first, in ways that are easy to miss if you're not paying close attention. So let's talk about those early signs, because when you can catch them early, you can stop something worse from happening later. The first and most common warning sign is leg fatigue that comes too quickly. You walk for just 5 or 10 minutes, and suddenly your thighs feel like they've been walking for an hour. They burn a little, or they just feel too heavy, not painful, just drained. That's not normal. That's your muscles telling you they're running on empty. Another red flag is loss of stability. You might start to notice that you're grabbing onto furniture more often, or that you walk close to the wall just in case. Maybe you're using a cane now, not because you were told to, but because you feel like your legs might give out when you're tired. There's also slower recovery after sitting. Do your legs feel stiff or reluctant when you get up after watching TV or riding in the car? Does it take a few steps before they wake up and feel normal again? That stiffness could be due to inflammation building in the joints and muscles, often caused by poor circulation and lack of certain vitamins or minerals. A more emotional symptom is loss of confidence in movement. This one is tricky. It's not a physical sensation, but a mental one. You hesitate. You find yourself thinking twice before walking outside. You avoid uneven paths. You stop going on longer errands. And this happens not because your mind is failing, but because your body is giving off a signal. I'm not sure I can keep up. Many seniors also experience leg cramps at night, sudden, sharp muscle contractions that wake you from sleep. These cramps aren't just inconvenient. They may be your body's desperate cry for magnesium, potassium, or hydration, all of which play key roles in keeping your muscles nourished and balanced. Now let's not forget poor circulation. Do your feet and lower legs feel cold more often, even when the rest of your body feels fine? That may be a sign that oxygen-rich blood isn't making it down to your extremities as effectively as it should, and that your muscles are not being fed the nutrients they need to perform. And then there's one that surprises a lot of people: brain fog during movement. Some seniors report feeling mentally cloudy or slightly disoriented when walking for long periods. It turns out your legs and brain are deeply connected. If your legs are starved for nutrients, your brain may be too. Poor circulation and low energy can affect how you think, not just how you move. These symptoms, it's whether physical, mental, or emotional, are your body's quiet way of saying, "I need help." And sadly, they're often brushed off as just getting old. But the truth is, aging alone doesn't cause this much fatigue this fast. There's something else happening under the surface, and very often it's tied to one key nutrient that most seniors are missing. The good news? That nutrient is something you can restore starting today. In just a moment, I'll reveal what it is. This gentle, natural superfood that your muscles are practically begging for. But before we go there, take a second to reflect. Have you experienced any of these signs? Legs tiring too quickly. Needing to hold furniture when walking. Stiffness after sitting. Cold feet or lower legs. Night cramps. Brain fog during walks. Even one or two of these could mean your body is running low on the nutrients that fuel your lower limbs. But here's the best part. You're not stuck this way. There is something simple, affordable, and accessible that you can begin adding to your diet. Something deeply nourishing that can help your legs rebuild stamina, strengthen muscles, and bring back the confidence to walk longer, farther, and freer. So now, let's talk about the hero of this story. A humble, powerful food that may already be sitting on your kitchen shelf, or waiting for you at the grocery store. Are you ready to find out what it is? So what is this quiet hero your legs have been waiting for? It's not a trendy powder. It's not some exotic fruit or expensive supplement. It's beets. Yes, the humble beet, roasted, blended, or juiced, is one of the most powerful foods for restoring leg strength, energy, and endurance in people over 60. Now you might be thinking, really? Beets? That earthy red vegetable we often ignore on the salad bar? But here's the truth. What's inside a beet can transform how your legs feel, move, and recover. Let's unpack why. Beets are one of nature's richest sources of dietary nitrates, natural compounds that, when consumed, convert into nitric oxide in the body. Why is that important? Because nitric oxide is like a traffic conductor for your blood flow. It tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing oxygen-rich blood to move more easily through your body, especially to your lower limbs. Now think about that for a second. If your legs are struggling with poor circulation, weak muscles, and stiffness, doesn't it make sense to eat something that naturally boosts blood flow, muscle oxygen, and recovery? But don't just take my word for it. In a 2021 study published in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who consumed beet juice daily for 6 days experienced 22% better walking endurance compared to the control group. That's not a small improvement. That's the difference between needing a rest after 5 minutes and going strong for 20. Another study in Circulation Research found that beet juice improved muscle power in older adults by up to 16%, especially in fast-twitch muscles, the very ones responsible for quick, steady movements and preventing falls. But here's where it gets even better. Beets don't just help with endurance, they also support mitochondrial function, the little energy factories inside your cells. This means better fuel for your muscles, less fatigue, and more natural energy throughout your day. And the color, that deep ruby red, that's not just for show. It comes from betalains, powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation, which is key for people with joint pain, stiffness, or chronic fatigue. Here's something else you may not know. Beets are also rich in folate, potassium, and magnesium, 3 nutrients that many seniors are low in, especially if they take medications that deplete minerals or have digestive issues. So yes, this one vibrant vegetable is doing a lot more than you might expect. Now, I know beets might not be your favorite flavor. They can taste earthy, even a little bitter if you're not used to them. But the health benefits they offer, especially for senior legs and circulation, are hard to ignore. In fact, many doctors now recommend beetroot powder or juice as a natural pre-walk or pre-exercise supplement for older adults. Just a small glass 30 to 60 minutes before movement can boost energy, leg performance, and stamina. But let me make one thing clear. This isn't a miracle pill. Beets are not going to turn back time, but when added to a balanced routine, even just once a day, they can significantly improve how your legs feel, how far you walk, and how long you enjoy moving. And remember, it's never too late, even if you haven't exercised in years. Even if your legs feel stiff today, your body can respond quickly to the nutrients in beets. Because nature designed your body to heal, you just have to give it the right tools. You might be wondering, what's the best way to get started? Should you eat them raw, cooked, juiced? We'll go over all of that in the next section. I'll walk you through the most effective ways to use beets to your advantage, even if you're not a fan of the taste. We'll also talk about when to eat them, how much to have, and what to pair them with for maximum benefit. But before we go there, take this moment to feel encouraged. You're not stuck. Your body is capable of recovery, circulation, and strength, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old. The power is in your hands, or more accurately, in your kitchen. So you're ready to give beets a try. That's wonderful. Let's make this easy. Approachable and tailored just for you. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. You don't need fancy tools. Just a few small changes can make a real difference in how your legs feel when you stand, walk, or climb those steps. First, let's talk about the easiest way to enjoy beet juice. Many seniors find that drinking beet juice is more convenient, and sometimes even more pleasant, than cooking whole beets. Beet juice is concentrated, meaning you get a powerful dose of nitrates in just one small glass. Most studies that showed improvement in leg strength and endurance used about 1/2 to 1 cup of beet juice per day. That's roughly 70 to 140 millimolars. You can drink it first thing in the morning or 30 minutes before your walk or gentle exercise. This timing allows the nitrates to convert into nitric oxide, opening up your blood vessels and prepping your legs for movement. Don't worry if the taste isn't love at first sip. You can mix your beet juice with apple juice, orange juice, or even a squeeze of lemon to brighten the flavor and take away some of that earthy note. If juicing isn't your style, try roasting beets instead. Just peel, chop, toss them in a little olive oil and bake them at 400 degrees Celsius, about 200 degrees, for 25-30 minutes until tender. Roasted beets become naturally sweet, soft, and easy to chew, a perfect side dish for seniors with sensitive digestion. Now, what about beet powder? This is a convenient option if you don't want to cook or juice. A teaspoon of beetroot powder stirred into water, a smoothie, or even warm tea can offer similar nitrate benefits. Look for high-quality organic beet powder, without added sugars or artificial flavors. And again, the timing is key. Take it 30 to 60 minutes before your most active part of the day for best results. Some folks also enjoy fermented beet drinks, like beet kvass, a tangy, slightly salty tonic made by fermenting beets with water. It's gentle on digestion, supports gut health, and still carries that helpful nitrate boost. If you enjoy trying new things, it's worth exploring. Now let's pair this with some helpful supporting nutrients to amplify the effect. Beets work even better when you're getting enough magnesium and potassium, two minerals essential for muscle contraction, energy production, and preventing leg cramps. These minerals are found in foods you probably already enjoy: bananas, avocados, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, yogurt. Try pairing your beets with one of these, for example, a salad with roasted beets, spinach, and a few slices of avocado, or a morning juice with beet, orange, and banana. You're creating powerful leg-strengthening meals just by combining the right foods. Hydration also matters. Nitrates work best when your body is well hydrated. So make sure you're sipping water throughout the day. If plain water isn't appealing, add a splash of lemon, cucumber, or herbal tea to keep things refreshing. Here's one more thing to consider: movement. Beets give you energy and improve circulation. But to keep that circulation flowing, your body needs gentle motion. You don't have to run a marathon. A daily walk around the block, some light gardening, or even dancing in the living room can help activate the benefits of your beet-powered blood flow. Think of it like this: beets are the fuel, movement is the ignition. Together, they fire up your legs in ways you may not have felt in years. And please remember, you don't have to do it all. Even just adding beet juice to your morning routine 3 times a week is a great start. Small changes stack up over time, especially when your body is craving this kind of support. Some people start feeling changes within a week. For others, it may take longer. But the consistency is what counts. The more regularly you nourish your body with these nutrients, the more strength, stamina, and confidence you'll build. You're not doing this to impress anyone. You're doing it to walk farther without fear, to stand longer without wobbling, to move through your day with joy instead of dread, because your legs weren't made to hold you back, they were made to carry you forward. So what happens next? Let's imagine you begin tomorrow. You pour yourself half a glass of beet juice in the morning. Maybe you roast a few slices for dinner. You keep this up a few days a week, making it a gentle part of your routine. Here's what most seniors experience. Not overnight, but gradually, steadily, in ways that bring both surprise and relief. Within 1 week, you may start to feel something subtle, a little more energy, especially during your walks or morning chores. You might find yourself reaching the end of the hallway without needing to pause, or standing up from your chair with just a little more ease. That's your blood vessels beginning to respond. Thanks to the nitrates in beets, your circulation is improving. Your muscles are getting more oxygen, and your body is thanking you for it. By 2 to 3 weeks, that initial spark becomes more noticeable. You'll likely feel less heaviness in your legs, especially during the afternoon when fatigue usually creeps in. Climbing stairs may feel less intimidating. Your steps might feel lighter. You may even start looking forward to walking instead of dreading it. Many seniors say this is the point when they realize, I'm not just surviving, I'm moving. Around 1 month, your endurance begins to stretch. That neighborhood loop you once avoided, you might complete it now. You're balancing better, your legs feel steadier, and your joints, especially the knees and ankles, may feel more stable. This is often the point when people realize they're not gripping furniture as much or asking for help as often. And the best part? This isn't a high-risk medication, it's not an invasive treatment, it's nourishment. By 3 months, if you've been consistent, the changes compound. Clinical studies show that regular intake of nitrate-rich foods like beets can result in significant improvements in muscle function, stamina, and even blood pressure. Your legs will feel like teammates again, not like obstacles. Imagine waking up one morning standing tall and knowing, I've got this. That's the power of nourishing your body right. And it all starts with one small, beautiful change. Let's pause and take a deep breath together. Today, we uncovered something simple but powerful. You learned that walking farther without fatigue doesn't require expensive supplements or exhausting routines. It begins with a natural superfood that has quietly been waiting in the produce aisle all along. Beets. You now understand the real reason behind tired legs, wobbly steps, and that unsettling feeling of weakness. It's not just age, it's circulation, oxygen delivery and muscle fuel, and beets help address all three. We walked through the signs to watch for. We explored how nitrates open your blood vessels and feed your muscles. We talked about how to drink, eat, or supplement beets in ways that feel good, taste good, and actually work. And we painted a picture of what life could feel like 2 weeks from now, 1 month from now, 3 months into your healing journey. Now here's the truth. You've worked hard your entire life. You've carried others. You've weathered storms. You deserve to feel strong again. You deserve to take steps that feel firm, to bend without fear, to move with dignity, not doubt. You are not powerless in the face of aging. You still have time. You still have choice. And today you made a beautiful one, learning how to give your legs the love they've been asking for. So keep going. Keep nourishing. Keep moving. Because every small decision you make from here on out leads to stronger mornings, steadier steps, and a fuller, freer life. Your journey doesn't end here, it begins. Now it's your turn. Have you ever tried adding beets to your daily routine? Or will you start now, after learning how powerful they can be? Type your answer in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to take their first step too. And if this video brought you value, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another health tip made just for you. You deserve strength, you deserve freedom, and your legs and they deserve to carry you forward, not hold you back. Let's walk into tomorrow together.